Hey Coach, Lone Star Gridiron has been the leader in Coach's Show podcasts for 20 years, and now you can get your own Coach's Show podcast each week during the season as a fundraiser for your booster club. Yes, booster clubs all over are using these podcasts to help their sports programs. You get to share the stories of your program and your kids to a huge audience and make money. We started with just football, but this year have expanded to make them available for all sports. Call 713-269-4620 to find out the details and get your Coach's Show started.
All right, everybody join me in welcoming Coach Alan Haire from Jarrell to the show. Coach, how are you today?
Doing good. A few days of school, trying to get the routine down, and if we can get the temperature to come down, it'd be even better. But that's part of this time of year.
That's true. That's true. So tell me about the team. What do you know so far?
We got to work on our toughness. We got great kids. A little bit different styles. So, these are the dog days where you're not looking forward to anything just yet, just a couple of scrimmages, but great kids that work hard we just got to be able to withstand that work over time. And, a whole different, as far as offensive and defensive schemes. So there's a lot of teaching going on. So that sometimes slows you down, but overall, fun time of year, fun getting to connect with kids and trying to get connected to them so that we can challenge them a little bit to get better.
And is there a lot of changes with your system? Is that a whole lot that they're not used to?
I think some, of course, and I think any change, going in is going to be a different form just because terminology, the alignments of different things, the offense and defense, and some of the same type of things, but you just may call them something different. And so getting all that autonomy set up. And so that takes some time, but it's not on the lack of them trying. So they've been trying and you're just trying to stack some workouts together so that it can add up over time so you can execute.
Nice. And of what you know so far, who are some of the kids that you're going to rely on pretty heavily?
Yeah, so, offensively, Dylan Lester's a returning lineman. Brian Tibbetts is a returning lineman. There's several there. I'm still learning about 115 names, so you'll have to apologize on whether I call them by their first name or their last name, but there's some kids up front with Price and Webster. I'm just what I see on their helmets. So some of these kids I haven't met except for a couple of weeks, but and then running back wise is Hobbs and Crathers and Mindy. There's some kids there that just trying to learn their path and rules and different things there. But defensively, with Dotson and Gaddison, last kid's name Vrabel. And again, I apologize. I know, I know them when I see them, but I may just come up with that last name at the beginning just because that's what's on their helmet. But those are kids so far, and I'm sure I'm leaving out some. I love them all, but again, the ones that's got experience, one that's been there and done that before. Another one, both sides of the ball, Nico Rodriguez is a heck of a football player, and he was a great football player for him last year. And so there's some familiarity with him within the system. So he's been doing almost everything for him. So he's very steady and very work-oriented type kid.
And how about the district? What do you know about the district so far?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of you don't get to draw it up yourself, but you always think of the worst and then hope you get better. But Wimberley's probably top 5 in the state.
Yeah.
Followed by Navarro and Lago Vista, and then very good programs behind that as far as Gonzales and Smithville and Salado and us. It's very competitive, and of course, I'm telling you, I'd be very surprised if Wimberley's not, at AT&T Stadium in December.
Yeah.
They're very few possession or two away, really a first down away from advancing last year.
That's true, and they got a lot back.
Yes, sir.
And so I guess talk about the schedule. We know the district schedule, but what about pre-district?
Yeah, we open with Giddings and then Marble Falls, and then Llano and Caldwell. So very balanced, with all those guys. I haven't, I'm familiar with Marble Falls. When I was over at Chaparral, we played them the past 2 years. But these other guys, when I was in Slato, we scrimmaged or played Giddings. There several times. Always got athletes, and so very balanced, very challenging. At least they'll prepare you for what you're going to go through in your district season as well. So, that'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And so for fans of Jarrell, what can they expect to see different as far as when they look at your offense and defense?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, they'll understand that they'll get home a little quicker because we're gonna work the clock hopefully and keep the ball out of the other team's hands. But hopefully, if we hit the script right, generate some first downs and protect our defense and then defensively, trying to get everybody to the football and nobody taking a play off with aggressive style there. But I was wanting to say that when they leave there, irregardless of the school board, they're proud of the way our kids, not only get after, but how they conduct themselves on and off the field. And so play hard and never give in, never submit, but also play with class.
Nice. And then finally, Coach, on, when you come into a new school, you're real busy. Did you get any time to take some vacation, take a few days off?
Yeah, that was interesting. So we had already planned a July 4th week trip to Port Aransas. We always head down that way. But, I think I've been here almost 60 days now. So mid-June, there's something about restarts that I got very familiar with, and I don't want to do it anymore for a while. But, once you get comfortable somewhere and you have your program in place, I need to give a clinic lecture on, do you realize what you're going to do when you restart all the things that you have in place, all the things that you've organized within the staff and the educators in the school and the expectations, from first day of school to game day to prep going to scrimmages, how we ride on the bus and, all the things you take for granted when you've been there several years. That's the things that you need to start thinking about. Do you really want to pursue a different job? Because you start all over every time. And I think it ages you a little bit. So I've gotten experience doing that, but I really would rather stay away from that.
There you go.
For several years.
Cool. Well, thanks a lot, Coach, and good luck this season.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, everybody. This is Chris Daly from LoneStarGridiron.com, the authority on Texas high school football. Quick question. Did you play Texas high school football? If you did, it doesn't matter what school, it doesn't matter what year, we want to honor you at Lone Star Gridiron. Go over to LoneStarGridiron.com/brotherhood and sign up. It's absolutely free, and we can honor you for the part you played in the greatest sport in the greatest state.